Is there anything beyond our rational world? And I know this title of the video is about the soul, but it's important to understand this concept first. What we know as reality is made up of the measurements we take. And those measurements we take are based on our senses. It's how we feel, smell, touch, hear, see. It's how we take in the world rationally. We divide time by little seconds. We can feel the grain of wood. But all these measurements are not the thing being measured. They're just useful tools, concepts. Even words can be looked at as measurements of ideas, but they are not the idea being expressed themselves. If that makes sense, and hopefully I explained it well enough, if that makes sense, we can begin to understand what the soul may be. And so if we know the world is made up through our rational concepts, but our ideas of the world is not the world itself, then the soul is something beyond that, because it can't be explained, it can't be rationalized, it can't be measured. So it's outside of that mind that does all those things. It can only be known through direct experience. And there's many religions and practices and methods to get you there. And once you experience it, you'll see what it is. But you can't use words to describe it. It's outside of rationality. It's a being, it's an experience. And in a way, everything's an experience, right? What we see in the rational world is just us experiencing through our senses. But beyond our senses, or below our senses, below and beyond our perception, rests intuition, rests what's known as the soul, the intelligent force that drives all things. If this feels like I'm talking in circles, in a way I am. I'm circling around the subject of the soul because there's no directly touching on it. It can only be alluded to and can only be directly experienced. And it's explained in different ways. In different religions, it's explained as an emptiness. In other religions, it's enlightenment, the experience and the living in that being. It's surrendering. It's surrendering your ideologies, your sensory input, understanding, all that you hold to be true, everything that you know to be you is just the shell of your soul. And this is a super vague description. Vagueness is the best I can do. And I know I got a complaint about being too vague in another video. But when you talk about subjects that are not rational or can't be understood rationally, poetry of words is the closest you can get to communicating those terms. And then poetry is not speaking on things directly, but it's speaking on those things that can't be talked about, that are unable to be measured. Feelings, emotions, the impact of those things, intuition, beauty. The object, the essence of an object, but not the object itself. The essence of yourself, your soul, but not the soul itself, since that's experiential. It's beyond rationality. I will probably have to talk about this some more. I'm still, not that I'm still trying to figure out what the soul is, but I'm sure there's a better way I can portray it and help with understanding. But the big clue I'm trying to give is that it must be experienced and it can't be talked about. So if that makes this video clickbait, I am deeply sorry for that. With that, I love you guys. See you next video.